As someone that runs a lot of events, do you think there's room for, say, like the Loretta Lynns type amateur setup that America has in Australia? Like different sort of nationally recognised junior amateur events? Because they have many.
MA have already looked at it.
Yep.
And they tried in 2014, they tried changing the format of the Aussie Juniors, and they ran the small wheel in the first two days, like 65s, 50s and 85 small in 2 days. And then they ran 85 big wheel, 125, 250s, and the girls on the next 3 days, they tried that. That for the clubs putting the effort in to run an Aussie Juniors. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's about the money that you can make for your club. For the effort that you put in, you got to get a reward.
Are they profitable?
Yeah.
Yep.
They can be, like with good sponsors on board and assistance from the council.
Yep.
Getting a little bit of help from the government, your state government will pitch in and help a little bit.
Yep.
And KTM Australia even help run the event. Like they give you some assistance to help run it. They are really good to work with, the KTM crew.
So they give financial assistance.
Yeah, it's a monetary benefit for the club.
Yeah.
When our first year that we ran it, I got told by somebody, your focus needs to be making sure the KTM's everywhere.
Yeah.
The KTM brand needs to be everywhere possible. On the results page, we looked at trying to get toilet paper with KTM written on it. We was keen to put KTM at the front of everything. Like we got our rubbish bins out the front. We brought special orange lids just to make them look in place. We put in bollards to control traffic management, painted them orange and put the KTM logo on. Everything we done was based upon making the sponsor happy. And, I've spoken to Jeff Leskman. He was involved in the thing, and he thought that Horsham gave his brand the most possible exposure that a club could do for an event.
Yeah, nice.
Like he loved it, absolutely loved it. And
so where's that value coming from? It's basically just guys like yourself with ideas, putting in time and effort.
Time and effort. We wanted it to be an event. We had a committee meeting. We were sitting in here and we were saying, we need to come up with something, a catch cry for our event, and we need to make it awesome in Horsham.
So how do you explain, like, let's say...
That become the
that's
catch
a good
cry
slogan. Like, let's just say Horsesham's the healthiest club in Australia. Maybe now Coolum's gone. It's got to be the most active. How would you expand and replicate Horsham in, maybe say more of them in Victoria and all across the states and across the country? And, it's a common topic. Everyone will say, the health of the sport, sport's dying, sport's growing, blah, blah, blah. If every club was like Horsham, and this isn't a big town, it's in the middle of nowhere, how do you replicate that? How would you?
Actually, we've spoken about this as a club, that our demographic location puts us in a bad spot, Horsham.
Yeah.
Because, little Johnny can sneak down the creek and ride his motorbike wherever he likes. If this venue was in Melbourne.
Oh, absolutely.
Imagine having this. And the amount of people we could have
and the
here.
Spectators. I drove from Echuca to here. You see like one servo and bloody cafe, and that's it. It was a 3-hour drive. There's there's not much surrounds.
And it's just, we don't have a big membership base here in Horsham itself. Mm-hmm. Like I'm from Warrnambool, it's 60 k's away. We've got members from Adelaide. We've got members from Robe that come and ride here. Yeah, so members of Horsham. And
you would have put it down to something like that. Maybe you could, I guess, maybe almost as like a lesson or something that other clubs could take if they wanted to grow and expand. What would you put it down to?
I think our direction has always been run big events and bring money to the community, and then the return is the council sees the benefits that we bring.
Gotcha.
And then there's, the opportunity to get help.
Then rinse and repeat.
And you've got to keep them on side.
Yeah.
We've had some of, like, people probably wouldn't believe it. We had the governor of Victoria, Linda DeSalle, come here and she had never been to a motorbike club.
Right.
She was actually of the mindset that we were Harley Davidson riders with leather jackets.
It's the old, do you do backflip question?
Like she come out here and like we put on a little demonstration. We had a couple junior riders, Corey, Chloe Wheeler, and a couple other riders were riding around showing her what the bikes could do.
Yep.
Over the finish line, and we got her to wave the checkered flag. That's been something we love having. You know, we've had the Minister for Sport, John Oren. We've had Huey Delahunty waving the checkered flag. We've had the governors. We've the governor for Victoria. We've had our mayors. We always keep introducing them to come out and actually stand next to the finish line and see the bikes landing and going past it.
And that's obviously a working business model, that one.
So we took the governor to come here and had a look, and she said, so how did this all start? And we went for a walk down to the Pearson Pavilion, which has got a lot of Kevin McGee memorabilia in it. I'll have to show you that before you leave.
Yeah.
And there's a photo of our original finish line tower here. It was there was nothing. Nothing. And it's just grown. My first year as president in 2005, we built the finish line tower, the start line start chutes. Mm-hmm. We built them on the Friday before the Junior Vic titles were here on the Saturday. So it was people rocking up and we were still bolting it together.
Awesome.
If anything about a club, don't be a rich club.
Yeah. So
Nate's having a lot of money in the bank and shit facilities. Look after your, like, people come here and appreciate they can go to the toilet and it's clean and it's just like being at home.
Mm.
The showers, everything else. It's all about making our guests welcome and feel at home.
Yeah.
Don't have, when the bigger event's on, we have to bring in extra toilets and that, but clean them.
Yeah.
We bring in a cleaner and they clean them and make sure they're nice and clean. You don't want to send your guests into a toilet that hasn't been flushed for five hours. And
the average is not coming back for that.
No. So you've just got to, be mindful of when you run a big event, presentation and effort's got to be put into it.
Yeah. So less focus on infrastructure, like just have what gets it done, and then focus on a good service to whoever's coming.
100%. Yeah. So you got to get out there, and we have blokes who just love getting out here and having a beer and water in the track for you. And
it's funny, it always just comes back to people putting in effort. Really.
I thought you were going to say it comes back to having a beer.
Oh, it can come back to having a beer.
It does.